Hi, good afternoon, friends. First of all, I would like to greet Women in Literary Arts Cebu Incorporated on their 29th anniversary. I am very much part of this group and I'm proud of this group and let us celebrate. And as a way of celebration, allow me to share with you something about my haiku writing. I had been writing haiku since 2016 and I'm still writing. Why? Let's talk about that in a short while. Let me update you on what I am doing for now. But first of all, I would like to thank Willa for the inner energy that I have and for the fire in the belly. You have always been an inspiration to every member of the group. And what I am doing now, I have just enrolled myself during this pandemic on an online photography class. My plan is, moving fast forward, is to have a haiku collection that will be paired with my photographs. For my first book, and that was launched in 2018, and that was Falling on Quiet Water, I had just written haiku without illustrations. And I thought the brevity of the haiku will go well without an illustration or a photograph because it can stand alone. For my second collection, that was launched recently in 2020, The Feel of Light Rain, I asked an artist to make for me one-line drawings to go with my haiku. And each haiku again standing alone with one illustration per haiku. And I was satisfied about that one and happy. Okay, and for my example of this brevity of haiku, haiku 99 from Falling on Quiet Water, it goes, I hear a fine hiss, falling on quiet water, lights flickering, rain. So you notice it's 5-7-5, 5 syllables for the first line, 7 syllables for the second line, and 5 syllables for the last line. That's from the haiku sequence for my first book. For the second book, I already said that I had one-line drawings for each haiku. Looking ahead, because I'm acquiring new skills in photography, just using my iPhone, no SLRs, I want photographs to move me to write more haiku. My third immediate project, as a singular author, as different from the collaborative work that I had with my husband. The book is not yet out, it's not yet published. That's a work of Renga I have with my hubby. It's a group of tanka, so we wrote 500 tanka together, but let me not talk about that. I would like to say that for my third collection as a singular author, I feel that haiku with an introductory phase or prose would make one have a sense of completeness in looking at an image. So my future project is a collection of haibuns, a prose poem to be accompanied with haiku or by haiku. To clarify, here is a sample of a haibun. So this is a prose poem to introduce it, or an introduction, or simply a backgrounder to how the haiku was written. This is an example. I have a title for it, The Profane and the Sacred. This is the prose part. My readings about the haiku introduced me to kigo, or seasonal reference, which a haiku must have. Likewise, I learned that a haiku celebrates nature and the little moments in life, and that it is best to have an image and to make the lines integral to the image. Exploring these options, I feel I could also include the profane, the usual unmentionables. Example, the smell of latrines, the scent of lemon in them. Ah, I am purified. Yet I am more purified writing about spiritual matters. the tree is bending, whose arc is almost half moon. Is God in the wind? Haiku is such an engaging activity. One often complains of not having the time to write. With haiku, you can choose haiku writing 24/7. And I am not exaggerating. Here is a brief overview, just, a simple guideline. 2 approaches I can share with you for a stimulus. Your childhood memories. About 50% of my haiku in my first collection consist of or are based on childhood memories. Childhood memories with nature, or nature itself right before you. I can even introduce a 3rd approach. Have a photo of nature and compose a haiku from that material. And by the way, the same guidelines are true for Cebuano haiku. Allow me to give you an example of a Cebuano haiku, and I made it in such a way that the translation in English is also in 575. So here it goes. Asa nakaha ang dahong gitipigang imong hinatag. Translation. Where can the thing be, the souvenir leaf I kept, which you gave to me? To close this short sharing, let me quote what one haiku writer said. Most of us have jobs to attend to, classes to teach, bills to pay, meals to cook, meetings to attend, speeches to make, to experience silence and solitude, setting aside the baggage of negative connotations that may be associated with non-doing, can be very challenging. How then do we, in spite of it all, write haiku? By returning to silence, by going on a journey deep within ourselves, to find a safe, quiet place where the winds and gusts of everyday affairs do not trouble us, where in silence we can find our own natures in tune with nature around us. Thank you, Willa. Thank you, dear listeners and viewers, during this occasion, the 29th anniversary of Women in Literary Arts Incorporated. Thank you so much. God bless all of us.